ESPN.com released number 15 through 11 on its list of the top NBA players. And Pau Gasol comes in at number 15 with Blake Griffin at 14, Andrew Bynum at 13, Rajon Rondo at 12, Dirk Nowitzki at 11. Which player should be the most insulted they aren't in the top 10, Stephen A.?
Well, I don't think there's any question this should be Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, it's just utterly insulting that he's not in this mix. Ladies and gentlemen, this dude has averaged over 21 points a game for 12 straight years, averaging better than 47% shooting from the field, better than 36% shooting from three-point range, has been to 2 NBA Finals, captured an NBA World Championship with an NBA Finals MVP. And the last time we saw him, although it was via a sweep at the hands of the Oklahoma City Thunder, the dude averaged 26.8 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. This dude is 7 feet tall, 7 feet, and one of the greatest shooters in the game, who shoots close to 90% from the free throw line. So that means if you take him beyond 19 and 9, he can hurt you. If you take him closer, he's 7 feet, he could hurt you. If you foul him, he can hurt you. He will hurt you because he hits 90% of his free throws. And he's a champion. Listen, it's not pretty. He looks slow as a snail. He doesn't have the greatest jumping ability. I get all of that. But his production is unquestionable. And to say there are 10 players in this league better and more productive than this dude, it's not even asinine. I don't even know the word, and my vocabulary is pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't even know the word.
Come on,
to express
a new word
how
to
ridiculous
Give
that
Kelly
is.
into a new word. Come on, you can make one up.
No, just ludicrous, just ludicrous.
You know what the point here is? You're obviously a little older than I am, or at least you act a little older than I act. And as usual, you are living in the past. You're going back in time to the Dirk of 2 years ago, because for the last 3 years, across the board, Dirk's stats have fallen in every category for 3 years. Dirk Nowitzki peaked in the finals of 2 years ago, when he had an all-time great MVP performance. But he took advantage of the psychological collapse of LeBron James. You know it, and I know it. And God bless him, he did it. But he fell off a little more last year. They were disgraceful in the playoffs, Stephen A. They couldn't really put up much of a fight against the young Thunder. And again, the Thunder were on the verge.
They did put up a fight.
Okay, but it was
they just didn't show an out. It was a good series. 4
and out, gone. And you can't put a guy in the top 10 who
close.
Gets swept in the first round of the NBA playoffs. I'm sorry, he doesn't belong anymore. Which leads me to my exclusion. Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on.
Yeah,
before you go to the next, before you go to the player, can I just ask a quick question as an aside? Is Carmelo Anthony in your top 10?
That's not the question today. I'll save that for a rainy day.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Okay, well, he is, but what's the point? Yes, he's
in my top 10. The point is you just brought up, hold on. The point is you just brought up Dirk Nowitzki, who got swept. Carmelo Anthony, I love him. I'm happy he's in New York. But he's been bounced out of the first round 8 years, and eight times in 9 years.
Okay, but his team got decimated and had to play the 1 seed. Had to play the eventual champions last year. Every year,
8 times in 9 years, you get knocked out in the first round, and you're going to tell me you're going to put him ahead of Dirk Nowitzki?
Yeah, I am. Because Dirk is 34 years of age. Carmelo is still in his prime. And I want to talk about a young gun who got excluded. I want to talk about the best big man in all of pro basketball, Andrew Bynum, whom the Lakers will miss with Dwight Howard in his place now. They're going to regret this one, Stephen A. Again, I don't have to remind you that Bynum careered out last year, had career best, 19 and 12. He started the All-Star game. And you can't make the top 10. That's not right. You know it, and I know it. I'll take Bynum right now. I'll buy more stock in Bynum than Dirk. Please, give me Bynum. I'll start my franchise with Bynum.
No. That's not the question. You don't get to change it. What we're talking about is the top 10 dudes in the league right now. Of course, if I'm going with the youth movement, I'm going with Bynum. He's 10 years younger than Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah.
Of course I'm going to do that. He's the second best big man in the game.
First best.
Course I'm going to do that. But this is a dude. This is a dude that is a first-time All-Star just last year. And not only that, last year was the first time he was even perceived as being reliable because he missed an average of 20 to 25 games a year. How can you sit there and say that he belongs in the top 10 in the league ahead of Dirk Nowitzki?
Well, what do your eyes tell you? Who's better right now? Bynum has just entered his prime.
He's
Dirk
not
has
better.
exited
He's
his
not
prime.
better. He's not better. He's still not better. And he's still not better. Dirk is exiting his prime. Andrew Bynum is entering his prime, and he's still not better than Dirk Nowitzki.